Island Nublar, an island that was relatively peaceful, is now in chaos. Dinosaurs and humans are under attack by a monster created by Goji Center, the Indominus 2.0. Godzilla Guy tried to stop this creation with his own monster, Hank, but unfortunately, he did not succeed. Having said that, I decide to take matters into my own hands and create my own genetic monster to put a stop to Indominus 2.0. My name is G.M.R. and this is the first explanatory video of my channel. I had planned to upload another video, but having seen the situation, I decided that I want to be part of this. So with nothing else to say, let's get started. As I said, my goal is to create something that is capable of facing and stopping the Indominus 2.0, and for that, I would like to make use of probably my favorite dinosaur video game franchise, Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter. A game that is set in the future where humanity discovers an alien planet which they would call FMMUV-32, but the special thing about this planet is that it had aliens that evolved like dinosaurs. After 60 years of strict control, the planet is bought by Elias Henriksen and he decides to open hunting tours in different sectors of the planet, facing monstrous and mysterious creatures. I'll be using both the content and lore of the official games and the expanded canon of the mods. Having said that, what animal will I use as a base for the creation of this hybrid? Well, to be honest, after having seen the videos of Goji Center, the Indominus 2.0 reminds me of a dinosaur that was created in order to be used as a biological weapon. It escaped its containment and wreaked havoc on the ecosystem globally. Ooh yes, those of you who are familiar with mods know what dinosaur I'm talking about, but for those of you who aren't, let me introduce you to Gojurosaurus. Gojurosaurus is a hybrid dinosaur that comes from the expanded canon of the mods. It was created by Dino Hunt Corp., the company responsible for the hunting tours, and like any good monstrous creation, it got out of control, becoming a mass extinction event and leaving serious consequences on the planet, destroying all local life, humans, facilities and the respective top predators in the area. It is known that as the basis for its creation, the DNA of Ceratosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Stegosaurus, Megalosaurus, and other creatures was used, this combined with a substance known as viregium, thus making it a radioactive animal. It has skin and scales resistant to military weaponry, enhanced senses, a bite force that rivals that of Tyrannosaurus, and the size necessary to subdue the vast majority of dinosaurs. But despite all this, the Gojurosaurus was retained after years of hard work, thanks to expert hunters hired by Dino Hunt Corp. And the natural retention provided by the planet's wildlife. Gojurosaurus became extinct from FMMUV-32. Even so, it left serious consequences, such as the reduction in the population of dinosaurs, caused an imbalance in the ecosystem and also contaminated it with its radiation. All of this was very difficult to restore, leaving a mark on the memory of the dinosaur planet. Personally, I think that the Gojurosaurus we already know would be able to do the job of eliminating an Indominus 2.0, but in order to entertain and create something new and refreshing, we are going to improve the classic Gojurosaurus by modifying its genetic code to ensure victory and offer you a spectacle. So, with nothing else to say, let's get started. Armor. If we want to improve our Gojurosaurus, we are going to have to make it more resistant than it already was, and for that, we have isolated the genes of an animal with much stronger armor than that of one of its original contributors. The Ankylosaurus gene will be deleted and replaced by this new gene belonging to Jacalopterus. The FMMUV-32 Jacalopterus is the most resilient creature in the entire EOS sector, capable of resisting shots from prototype weapons that were modified from military-grade railguns. That said, we will replace the Ankylosaurus genes with that of Jacalopterus so that our Gojurosaurus gets a much stronger and harder armor. In turn, we will keep Tyrannosaurus genes, since the T-Rex of the planet is famous among hunters for having bulletproof skin, thus making those areas that are not covered by plates made of a material similar to chitin covered by a thick flexible skin that is not easy to go through. Also, we're going to suppress the Stegosaurus gene, as it doesn't really add much to our new version of Gojurosaurus. Skeleton. Not only are we going to reinforce the exterior of our Gojurosaurus, but we will also reinforce the interior, and for that, we will make use of the genes of Brachiosaurus, a dinosaur with bones as hard as iron. We will use this particular gene because although it's very likely that other dinosaur species have bones as reinforced as those of Brachiosaurus, there is only official confirmation that the latter has such resistant bones. So, having reinforced the internal structure of our Gojurosaurus, let's continue. Intelligence. The original Gojurosaurus was not conceived as an intelligent creature. It is known that it acted on pure instinct and was extremely aggressive, leading it to choose fights that it could not win. Well, we are going to change that. Although intelligence depends on many factors, it can be inherited, so we will use genes from the Trudon and the Yeti, two of the most intelligent creatures on the planet. Possibly the smartest dinosaur on FMMUV-32, this intimidating bird-like dinosaur can easily outwit both its prey and its predators. Trudon boasts large eyes for spotting prey at any time of day or night, hunting dinosaurs of different sizes with a wide variety of strategies. As for the Yeti, much of their lifestyle is unknown, as they are rare to spot. The scientists of Dino Hunt Corp haven't had the opportunity to study its cognitive abilities, although it is believed to be intelligent based on its general characteristics and high competition with other creatures in the Arctic sector. Implementing the genes of these two creatures should make our Gojurosaurus less impulsive and more analytical and strategic than its original counterpart. So, let's move on to the next point. Balance. It's well known that FMMUV-32 dinosaurs are incredibly fast for their size, but this time, we're going to sacrifice Gojurosaurus speed for stability, and for that we'll use the genes from Saurophaganax and Giganotosaurus. The Saurophaganax is a dinosaur from the northwest of the planet, near the Arctic sector, in a dry and mountainous area. It is a predator adapted to hunting sauropods and armored dinosaurs, and to do so, it uses its strong arms and strong legs to take down its prey. Unfortunately, there is not much information about the Giganotosaurus or where it comes from. Although it is known that it is one of the most difficult dinosaurs to shoot down on the planet, probably being the apex predator of its area of origin. That said, our Gojurosaurus will get a lower center of gravity and a heavier tail to help it maneuver in a more quick and effective manner. Weaponry. If we want our Gojurosaurus to be able to kill the Indominus 2.0, we are going to have to give it the right weapons to do so. Starting with its powerful bone-breaking bite, inherited from Tyrannosaurus, which is probably capable of breaking the bones of Brachiosaurus. This deadly bite is one of its main weapons, one devastating enough to kill everything in its path in a single bite. Its horn, which comes from Ceratosaurus, is reinforced by the armor of Jacalopterus, so a blow from this horn is lethal to any opponent it faces. Its arms, being results of the combination of Trudon and Saurophaganax genes, are extremely strong for their size, so it's not a good idea to approach those arms equipped with cutting claws. Speaking of claws, it's the genes of Saurophaganax and Yeti that make the claws of this Gojurosaurus lethal weapons, ones that not even dinosaurs with the thickest skins would be safe from. Its enormous size, a combination of the sizes of Tyrannosaurus and Giganotosaurus, makes this improved version a titan that should not be provoked. And if all of the above wasn't enough, like its original counterpart, this Gojurosaurus possesses the ability to store and irradiate Viregium, resulting in a death sentence for anyone who has the misfortune to encounter it. For those who are thinking that the radiation of Gojurosaurus would be harmful to itself, I want to clarify that this never presented any problem for its original version, so the possibility of suffering some kind of overheating from it is ruled out. With all the new genes implemented, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the Gojurosaurus 2.0. Created with the purpose of putting an end to the Indominus 2.0, it is a much larger, stronger, intelligent, resistant, difficult to shoot down and with destructive capabilities superior to those of its original counterpart. However, there is still one last point to review. Army. If we want to eradicate Indominus 2.0, we have to fight fire with fire. Given our precarious situation, we cannot rely on just a couple of Gojurosaurs to do the job. So, like its original counterpart, the Gojurosaurus 2.0 will be mass-produced, cryogenized and sent to strategic points through automated ships to finish off Indominus 2.0. Each of these ships will carry a total of 35 Gojurosaurus. With no possibility of escape or hiding, Confrontation will be the only option of Indominus 2.0, and after weeks of bloody battle, the new king of Isla Nublar will emerge from the ashes. Having concluded with the explanation, I would like to clarify that the Gojurosaurus 2.0 is not a completely perfect hybrid and has slight disadvantages, such as the aforementioned lack of speed or its enormous size, factors that the Indominus can take advantage of and present some resistance. I'm aware that it's a hybrid based on totally fictional elements. Even so, I tried to make it as coherent as possible when creating it. A big thanks to Lockdog, who helped me with the script of this video. Without him, this video wouldn't have been possible. So, what do you think of Gojurosaurus 2.0? Would you like to see more videos like this in the future? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe, that helps me grow as a channel. I hope you had a happy Christmas and wish you a prosperous new year. I'm G.M.R and I'll see you in an upcoming video.